What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be customizing the brand new Dewbauchee JB 700W. So this is the weaponized version of the regular JB 700. It cost almost $1.5 million. And if we go here to the Legendary Motorsports website, which is where the regular JB 700 is, we scroll down here. That one is only $350,000. So there's over a $1.1 million difference between the two. So this one from Legendary Motorsport website, this one can be raced. The weaponized version cannot be raced. The non-weaponized one, which has guns sticking out of it, kind of weird there. That one, it cannot have any weapons installed, and the guns cannot be used. They're just there for decoration. Whereas the weaponized one, you can actually use the guns that are on it. I think you have to put it as an upgrade, but you can put them on and you can see that it doesn't have the gun sticking out there. So it's a nice cleaner design. So I already bought both of them actually just for this video. So this is the weaponized version with no guns, and then this is the Legendary Motorsport non-weaponized version, even though it has the guns for looks. So it can get a little confusing, but the main way you can tell is just from the fenders with or without the gun sticking out. Looks wise, they're pretty much identical. Not so many differences there. Fully upgraded performance wise, they're identical. The only difference is one cannot be raced versus the other, and one costs over $1 million more than the other. So that's Rockstar for you. So I'm sure everybody knows, but this car is based off the Aston Martin DB5 from 1963. The car was produced all the way to 1965. Famously known in the James Bond films. It was first used in the James Bond film Goldfinger, and then it was used again throughout some other James Bond films, like some of the more modern ones like Spectre and Skyfall was kind of shown in certain parts, which I absolutely love. One of the most recognizable cars from the James Bond films in general. Just a beautiful, gorgeous car. So this one will be customizing it here. So let's see what the options are and if it's really worth almost $1.5 million. Versus the 350 of the standard one. So let's see here. I'm actually quite intrigued. I haven't looked at any customization yet, and I haven't seen any video, so I'm just saving my reaction for this. So armor, definitely we need that. Brakes, engine,
the kind of engine I like to work on.
Lights, leave the standard ones on there. Plate, I don't have a special plate for this one, sadly.
That what you were looking for?
Oh, there we go. I forgot I had this. Aston. There we go. Perfect. Respray. Oh, come on. We gotta have that famous color. So the actual, the one from the James Bond films had like this metallic gray. A lot of people think it's silver. Depends on the lighting and all that, but it's more towards like a gray with like a nice pearl to it. So I went through all the colors, and in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think the best, closest one is either a dark steel or a stone silver with an ice white pearlescent. So we're going to choose that. We're going to go to pearlescence. We throw the white on there. You can just see it brightens it up. It just looks so good. Absolutely love that.
You've got an eye for this stuff.
Your chrome would go right there on the hood. Again, up to now, pretty much everything except for the secondary and the weapons category. Other than those two items, everything else is identical to a regular JB 700. So, secondary weapons. You got spikes. And you got slick. So spikes is obviously those spikes pops people's tires, but in the world of GTA where almost everybody has bulletproof tires on their car, I don't think that's very useful unless you're going against, I don't know, cops or something like that. But I think the most useful one is going to be the oil slick, so that's the one we're going to choose.
Don't she look pretty?
Suspension. Oh my, wow. I don't remember if you can lower the regular JB 700 this low. That is and I'll lower it a little bit, but I don't want to go crazy. I mean, I do want to keep the classic look to it. I think right there is pretty good. Just lower it one click. I'm going to get so many comments. You should have slammed it, bro. I mean, if you want to slam a 60s Aston Martin, go for it. Turbo tuning. Alright, there you go. There are the machine guns. Let's zoom in there. Oh my god, they're identical. Rockstar didn't even try. Look at that. They have the old texture also. So that's kind of dumb. And I don't think you can put them away. I think they're forced to be that way if you purchase them. So that's kind of okay. Now as for the wheels, what I'm going to do here is actually, the stock ones are nice. if you go to the lowrider category, you can actually make them a little bigger. Obviously, the car in real life, the wheels are kind of small, but if you want a different type of a look, you can go for the custom ones. Here, the wheels right here are identical to the stock ones. If I go back there, you can see they're identical. The only difference is that these are a little bigger, so I'm going to choose those. Go ahead and go to the chrome section. There we go. There you go, pretty much identical. Absolutely love that. Okay, windows. Should we tint the windows? I mean, like a spy car, you know. The real car, the windows weren't tinted in the movies. I mean, I feel like they probably should have. So, I guess we'll do it. Why not? Okay, that's pretty much it. So I guess the majority of this video is going to be me driving it. So some things here while waiting for the loading screen. The current podium vehicle is the Vapid Clique. It's a muscle car. Normally about, I think, 700,000, somewhere around there. Pretty expensive, and it's a good muscle car for the class. The discounts for this week are the same as the ones from last week, and with the exception of different premium race and stuff like that. So everything else is pretty much identical, so there's no reason for me to make a video on it. I'm just telling you right now in this video. And something else I wanted to mention too, obviously you can see snow is gone, but it should return on New Year's Eve, so we'll just have to wait and see. Usually Rockstar does that. The Christmas trees are still in your apartments and all that, and CEO offices, so it should come back. But for the car itself, drives identical to the regular JB700 performance-wise. Obviously, they're both in the Sports Classics class. Like I said before, you can only use the one from the Legendary Motorsport website to race, even though it's not that competitive in the class anyways, but you can't use this one in races. You can't throw oil slick on the track or anything like that in races. But yeah, so let's go ahead and test out those guns. Go through all your weapons like you normally do, and then boom, you end up on machine gun. Very similar to the Night Shark or any other vehicles. Let's go ahead and shoot this car right here. There you go. Pretty much identical guns to the ones from the mission in story mode. Okay, boom, he's on fire, and the car's on fire. It should blow up eventually by itself. Well, that's awesome. You see some AIs on the street. Knock them down there. And pretty good. I mean, in a world of GTA, this is more for like show than it is for, you know, I don't know. I feel like, see, if we hop out of the car here, you can see the guns still stay up. I really wish they would have figured out some way to integrate the guns so that they go up and down when you get out of the car, turn it off or turn it back on. Now let's test out the oil slick that we put. I think you press right on the D-pad. Yeah, you press right on the D-pad. And then it just shoots the little mine of oil slick, very similar to the Arena War upgrades. So boom right there, and we lose all steering. Pretty much drifting this car right now. So, you know, if you're, let's say you're in an online session and somebody's chasing you, hopefully you're not in an Oppressor Mark II because then you're screwed. Let's say they're chasing you and they're in a normal car and you're going really, really fast, and they're right behind you. Hopefully they don't hit the Range Rover. They're right behind you, and then you're gonna take this turn, drop a mine right there. You take the turn, and when they go to brake and take the turn, they're gonna keep going straight past the turn, and you're good to go. You're gone. Kind of cool, but I mean, we had that in the Arena War vehicles already. This car has the same armor as well as a normal JB700, so it doesn't have any special armor. It can't be used in races. The only difference is that it poops out mines like from the Arena War, and it has the guns from the Legendary Motorsport one that actually work now. So, I mean, I guess for over $1 million, I would say that they really should have put more effort into it. If you're gonna do it right. Don't just make the normal machine guns of the car work and then poop out oil slick. I mean, I feel like you can do more than that, especially with Rockstar, but we can't ask for that much. Doors, all, there we go. Same engine model. Everything else pretty much the same. They could have also redone the interior instead of the generic muscle car interior that's in literally almost every muscle car in GTA. This little piece here, this little cutout in the movie, if I remember correctly, that piece goes up and it's like a bulletproof screen, so that you don't get shot from the rear inside the car. They could have made that work as an option. See, that would have been cool. Other than that, I mean, Rockstar really needed to have put more effort into it, in my opinion. And like I said before, the guns, they should retract when you get out of the car. That's what kind of makes it what it is. But in this form, if I close up the doors here, with a little gun sticking out, right now nobody will know whether this is a standard or whether you paid 1.5 million or whether you paid 350,000. Right now, the way it looks, anybody would think it's the regular one, which is kind of dumb if you spent that much money. Unless you choose the options for the guns that stay closed. So personally, I think that Rockstar should have gone back and changed the standard one, made the guns retract with the smooth thing, and make it so you can't put the gun on it and it always has that smooth part, like how this car was when it was stock. And then for this one, when you choose the upgrades, when you turn on the car, the guns go up, and then when you turn off the car, the guns go down. Or when you choose the machine gun option through the options, whatever the weapons, the guns go up. See, the little things like that they could have really made it worthwhile. In my opinion, this car is not worth it. Again, this is my opinion. I'm sure others will agree, but then you always have people that are like, it's worth it to me. But I mean, if it's worth it to you, I guess. But in my opinion, if we're talking just in general, with what they did to it, it's not worth the money because Rockstar didn't put that much effort into it, in my opinion. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this was helpful. Don't spend your money on this because you can't use it in races. You're going to get blown up by a Mark II oppressor. Rockstar didn't put that much effort into it. And all in all, it's just a standard JB700 from the outside when driving around in free mode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bruh.